Welcome to your early morning, Alchin. I thought about making this Sunday morning informal slot a date everything time, but at the end of the day, I really want to play Hytale. I'm still super jazzed on this game. I'm still super excited to be playing it. I'm pushing towards the end of the content that exists, but while it's still there, we're going to grasp every little bit of it. Unfortunately, we start today in the middle of an adventure. um... So, I played a little bit off stream. The plan was to just do some farming, basically, just to keep cycling my farm and keep building up supply of money. But then, during one night, my desert chickens disappear. So I wandered off to the desert to get some more. Couldn't find any in the parts of the desert that I had already explored. So I ripped way to the west and found myself in this little plains. Still no sign of chickens, but it was pretty dark by the time I got myself over here. And I managed to pick up quite a bit of stuff on the way. I'm pissed off that the moment we found Void Hearts was an off-stream affair, but they did drop from enemies we already fought a bunch on stream. I was just really unlucky on the drops. I probably killed 9 of these guys and got 4 hearts. So we should be able to upgrade one of those tables. I was also made a point of going away to farm as much chitin as I could. And we're going to keep an eye out for more of those bugs, because we're going to need a hell of a lot of that stuff for my plans. And there was one other thing that I found while out here that I'm pissed I found off stream. And I think that's... no, it's over here to the south. There it is. That is a Farron settlement I found out when I walked close to the wall and got this little guy on my log. Which I've been talking about on stream for wanting to meet the Farrons for a long time, so I'm pissed that it happened without y'all around, but my first time properly exploring the town will be with all y'all. So that's why I decided to start the stream out here, so we could make this little visitation. And I think the plan is to spend most of this stream away from home. I've got a portal set up, so obviously we'll go home a few times to resupply or repair or rest, but I want to spend this stream traveling far, gathering materials, and maybe if we're lucky, getting ourselves ready for a bit of plains walking, along with our Farstriding. Hi there, friend. How are you? There's no need to be scared. Do you need help getting back into your town, though? Maybe they're not the friendliest sort, though. Look at what they do to their Longtooth. Does that mean old? Are you an elder or oh, you're a warrior? Alright, well, surely you have no problem with me taking a little bit of looty from your booty, right? No, they seem to have no problems. Whoa, that armor's cool. Temptation to farm you for your gear. No. If you have a friendly relationship with me, then I'll do nothing to harm you. Yo, can we make these ladders? They're cool. If not, then I got a bone to pick with the developers. Look at those baddies. I guess they break one side off the bone and stick it through the wood. A little bit of an alternating pattern. Alright, what other Farrons? Any Farron traders around? Shan't say no to any of this. Greetings. Do you only have warriors and civilians in your society? Surely not. Yo, cute. Is this supposed to be an eye? Oh. That was definitely a couple eyes. The eyes have it. Let's keep moving on. Okay, this is a Minecraft-ass fucking improvised throne. Oh. I love their use of cloth in the roofs. Was about to send a video of me helping a group of soldiers take down some lindworms in Battle Brothers. Oh my goodness. Damn, this is some valuable lizards. I gotta say, I was hoping there'd be a little more to this town when I found it. I was pretty excited. So when you say help, you mean you stood there and watched while they got decimated by lizards and then picked up the scraps, right? I see, I see. You're there cheering them on, you know, knowing they had something to fight for. That's funny. I should use that strategy more in Battle Brothers, luring things that I want to kill into groups of soldiers. Seems like a fine way to fight. Not a brave way to fight, but a smart way to fight. Better than just running out and fighting things directly, I'll tell you what. There's a reason I've embraced the way of the dagger over the way of the sword. Why fight in fair and open combat when you can duck in and out, let others do the work? Ooh. And there's probably a lot more, like, roving bands of soldiers, true. Strategies to think about for my Iron Man run. Surely I will never get to hear it, because fuck fighting those things, man. That stupid tail whip attack they do, that trashy AoE knockback damage shit, it's almost as bad as the fucking greater flesh golems. It feels heavy AF. But do they like dinosaur scream? Is it like a Jurassic Park trill? Okay, surely that's also a Farron settlement over there, right? There's only 2 kinds of Farrons in that town. Whoa, what are you? You're just a skeleton. Thought you were some kind of, like, outrider, some kind of scout. I want to see if I can find, like, a proper Scarrock hive somewhere, too. I feel like I have been missing most of the really cool desert biome stuff in my generation. Oh, and we're still looking for desert chickens. I don't know what happened to my desert chickens. They just went into the coop and never came back out with the other chickens. They went in at night, I slept, I came back out, I had my regular chick, I had my regular chicken, and both the desert chicken and the desert chick were gone. I don't know if they, like, clip through the floor. Maybe there's, like, a cavity underneath where I have my pen. Maybe I should break down and check. And make sure I didn't leave, like, a 1x1 block where they could get glitched into. Whoa. What are you? Are you a jellyfish? Or are you just a weird-looking fish? No, you are a jellyfish. A man of war. Well, I'm a man of peace. Unless I could stab you in the back. You know, I wonder if you get poison sacks, though. I mean, look. We gotta protect our coastal waters, alright? We can't be having potentially poisonous things. Although, you're really pretty. It's not like you're actively attacking me. I bet you drop cool loot. I can't be tempted into violence by every promise of cool loot. Yo, was that... Is that thorium? Could always use more thorium. Interesting. There's like a forest over in that volcano biome. I think it's a new biome we've never seen before. We'll check that out after we get this thorium. Okay. Oh, so that's how you're supposed to safely survive underwater. Who needs diving kits when you can just create oxygen? I'm seeing it now after I sent the video on Discord. My new recruit leveled up just by watching. Alright. Let me go take a look in the cord. No, hold on. I'll even show it on stream. Capture. Oh, it won't capture Discord. Interesting. Is it because I'm in streamer mode? Alright, we'll switch to... Huh. Interesting. Okay, I guess I can't show it on stream. Alright, everybody, you're just watch me watch a 32-second video. Okay, okay, you know, you were shooting your arrows. You weren't not helping. Yo, your bowmen are so much better armored than mine. You also have a lot of them. Probably for the best, my archer missed a 72. I guess we don't need to embarrass him for everyone live, you know? We'll let his failures stay private. Oh, what the hell? You tore that thing apart. Compared to my pathetic attacks? What are the range skill on your archers, too? 72% chance on those one bows is crazy. They must have, like, an 80 range skill or something. Imagine actually having your soldiers survive long enough to get fucking bow skill up. I mean, fuck, Mithril's been with the team since, like, Job 5, and he's still... Ugh. Swimming up to the volcano biome is a different energy than I was expecting here today. Yo, it's some kind of, like, swamp. Weird mushroom tree. Yo, are you... Crystal? Yo, let's go. Alright. Fur log, huh? I don't know what I expected, but... I mean, I'll tell you what I expected. I expected the cap of this mushroom to come down, but... Maybe it's... No, it's not connected to this. Just a floaty-ass mushroom block. I mean, it's gonna look ugly if I just leave that flying thing hanging out in my world. But I also don't want to spend all this time on stream chopping it, so you know what, I'll come back here later. Let me just grab these crystal shards for now. Chop this. And then get back to exploring this interesting new biome. A spot of green cap. Ooh, yellow mushroom blocks. And some yellow crystals. So these are green crystal. I guess these are just gonna be... I'm assuming these are like lightning element. So now that I think about it, we only have like 3 types of elemental plant right now. We have the blood roses, which are red. We have the storm flowers, and we have the azure. But shouldn't the, shouldn't there be like a dark equivalent plant and a earth equivalent plant, question mark? Another archer with 66. My hybrid lancer is 58. No wonder everyone leaves their fortress to come after me. You're just poking from 8 million miles away and everyone just has to come deal with you. I don't understand how you get enough stat points to do hybrid characters in that game, man. I feel like every time I'm not doing someone hyper-specialized, I'm failing out. Oh, the very first post I see was you saying another archer with 66. So you didn't say the first, so just not get you a decent start and stats. Okay, okay. I guess when they're born with it. When they're born talented. Yo. Get the heat here. I really want to find an underground place in one of these fire biomes. So I'm not leaving this island until I can find one, damn it. Maybe I'm gonna have to just dig for it. Probably easier to get that thorium from above. Ooh. I mean, this thorium is just presenting itself to me. Also, it would be nice to find a horse at some point this stream. I've looked around my starting biome pretty expensively and found... extensively. Why the hell did they remove that one? When a crossman had 85 and an archer with 74, Sam. YouTube loves to censor us for no reason. Yeah, I gotta start multi-streaming on Twitch or sooner rather than later. It's probably best not to put all our eggs into one basket to begin with. I just have so much sunken cost with YouTube at this point. This is where all the people come to see me. Sure, it's very low interaction compared to dedicated streaming platforms, but... sure, they're censoring the shit out of everything my beautiful viewers try to say. Ooh, nice! Okay, so the bleed arrows is a consistent reward from that place. I think they're so sick. An extra 10 points of damage for getting your hits per round. It's tasty. They're the only special arrows I found at any point in the game, too. Everyone else just using crude. Oh, God. I think we'll play a bunch more Battle Brothers on Tuesday. Because I want to make sure I got, like, a lot of time for it. So I want my next Battle Brothers stream to be a day that I don't work. So I can go long. Ancient Steel Curious. Bamboo? Tropical wood? Yo-ho-ho. New get. My backpack full? Suppose it is. Let's leave this moss here for now. But also, I suppose this is a good time as any to go. Hop home for a quick sec. Now that we got portal technology. I was originally going to do a portal in each of these corners, but I realized the portals are 3 wide, so they wouldn't fit nicely into these. So I'm going to do 2 portals per side on the east and the west. So this is my southwest portal to the desert. I'll end up leaving the portal somewhere on this quest. There's a quick way back and forth. Maybe back in that Farron town, but then I guess I have to worry about Farron's invading my base through it, so maybe not. How did you get into my house, sir? I wonder if it's a good idea to have a cultist in my squad? Bro. Of course. They know how cultists think, so therefore they know how to defend you from them. It's perfectly logical. Every army needs a dedicated cultist. We should also put the mushrooms. No. Maybe. It occurs to me there's way too many different plant types in this game to have just one plant chest, huh? We'll put these with the petals for now. Okay, shards will go in here. Yeah, we're gonna need blue shards to make the azure plants. Okay, it's all looking good. Just me in the middle of tales of inventory management. Ooh, should we explore at night? Get ourselves some more void stuff? Nah, too risky. Although, we only need 7 more void essence to finish this. Speaking of, need a lot more chitin to finish this. But I think, honestly, by the end of today, we should have adamantite gear. Just gonna be a huge upgrade over this iron garbage we've been wearing. How's this thorium cooking? Pretty well. A little more going over here. Yeah, that's fine. Why do we not have any pork in there? Alright, back to the streets. Yup. Wrong side. Yup. Thank you, thank you. I don't like how the portal hangs up there. It gives me the impression I could, like, accidentally pop back through it after picking up my portal. And then be trapped, stranded at home. Nothing to show for it. What's that little yellow thing on my map? Can't wait to stumble blindly into a hole and die in lava. It could happen quicker than you think. Yo. I said I was looking for an underground area. I guess I could always portal out, too, if it got too spicy. Do I just jump into the lava from here? It doesn't do that much damage. It'll probably break my fall damage just like water will. Do I hit the lava if I jump here, or do I hit that land? I think I hit the land. I think the safest thing to do is to follow the edge of this. Alright. This is certifiably stupid, but I'm going for it. Geronimo! Oh my god, that actually worked. What the hell? There's like a whole underground forest over here? Are those pterodactyls? Brother, where the fuck did I just find myself? In the middle of a gold pile, apparently. A thorium shield? Holy. Okay, well, yeah. We're gonna call that an upgrade. Now I can finally test if the shields are stronger than the higher tier shields, rather. Okay, well, obviously I'm going to take all these gold blocks, too. Because how could I not? I mean, I'll take the gold slabs, too. We're in the money. Yo. Yo. Nice. Kind of matches the fit a little bit better. Cue Deep Rock Galactic. We're rich. We're rich. It's an important ritual when you find gold to spam the "we're rich." If you know, you know. Damn. I didn't know we could make bricks out of gold. I gotta see if there's silver bricks, too, with different decorative patterns. We're definitely gonna have to leave our portal somewhere down here, because I don't see any other way out. Oh, boy. Okay, it seems to be chilling. Just to make sure it stays in place. I'm amazed it's not flowing off that slab. We're just gonna keep gently looting. Okay, this light flickering is infuriating me, but I don't think it's my light anymore. I replaced the bulb and it's still happening, and it's also happening everywhere in the house. I think my city power grid is, like, crazy strained. I've been walking around lately, and there's been, like, a buzzing coming from every power line in the city. It's been fucking pissing me off. Just a loud hum everywhere I go. Oh, despite having 4 permanent wounds, none of the characters is content with being in reserve. Damn. He's like, yeah, I have no knees and my nose fell off and my ears haven't worked in centuries, but you better put me in the battle, sonny. What in the fuck is that? Is that a dinosaur with an anglerfish light? Alright, hold on. It looks like we're in a really dangerous area, so I should probably set up my portal before I go any further into this. This is also just an objectively rad place to teleport into as well. But I don't know if I can get back up to this platform once I drop down. Oh. Hey, man. Maybe if nothing else, we bring the loot home before we go any further. It's all looking pretty well contained, I think. Oh, God. This fucking... Oh, was that all blue crystal in the ceiling? Or is it some kind of weird liquid? Okay, this place is objectively rad as hell. Let's, Is there really no way up or down from this thing without building a huge fucking pillar? Oh, God! Well... Alright. I'm just scared I'm gonna get ganked by dinosaurs the second I get down there. And I won't have time to place down a portal. Whatever. What the fuck was that? Easy, buddy. I do want to get close enough to that thing to get a memory, but let's set up a safe place for our portal first. I don't know if there's anything such as a safe space here. Okay, they die in 3 hits like a bear does. That's excellent news. Ooh, good source of medium hide. Is there like a tree growing out of the wall or something? Okay, whatever. This is a pretty cool looking place for a portal. Center of the Earth. I guess we'll count gold blocks as decorative. I'll put them in here for now. Sort out what we actually intend to do with them later. Ooh. And as for everything else... Alright, we'll keep exploring just what we have now. No time for all this inventory management. We got exploring to do. I'm definitely not gonna click the wake up all the dinosaurs button. Alright, so we gotta go see what Mr. Cave Rex is all about. What about these funky things? Are you like Pachylosauruses? No, you're Trilodon. Nothing's tameable down here, huh? Imagine tameable, rideable pterodactyls. Hold on, we should eat before we encounter this laddie. Just a little fruit snack to keep us going. Now it's our battle with the Cave Rex. Oh, it's literally what he's called. Oh, God. That's in full armor he does this much damage? Jesus Christ, the fall damage is crazy. Oh, no. That was not where I was expecting my bed to be. Oh. When did I set my spawn to here? God damn it. Okay, is it quicker to go home, or is it quicker to find my way back to that cave? Let's go home. Repair kit. Cobalt pick. Repair kit. Outlander's doomed bow. We're gonna have to fucking snipe that dragon down. There ain't no way we're letting that death go unavenged. He ain't heard no bell yet. Oh. I certainly heard bells. I just got clocked, brother. Holy hell. I'd love to leave my cobalt pick home, but there's going to be hella thorium in that cave. I can feel it. Speaking of hella resources, though, you're gonna give me your hide, and you're gonna be happy about it. Ass beans. Alright, we're gonna have to make some more meat snacks. I can't believe how much damage that Rex did. I'm gonna need to get myself some full thorium armor. I'm gonna be brave in that cave. I guess I don't need the thorium that's right beside the Rex, but I will have to run in there and get my loot back. Okay, I guess you'll do for now. I would have liked to replace my jungle chickens, but we just need some chickens. Now, if I could raise the ducks, that'd be something else. But chickens aside, I don't think the birds are catchable. I spent a lot of time trying to catch a crow a little bit earlier. Like a disgusting amount of time trying to... You just look so freaking cute flapping around the wilds. Well, like, out of all the animals to not be able to tame... I guess I wouldn't call what you do with crows taming, but it's, like, pretty easy to befriend crows. Although... It kind of turned on me in a bad way recently. I started offering snacks to the crows in the local area. I'd give them, like, peanuts and stuff whenever I was walking by. And they started getting way too comfortable taking food from me to the point where if I got, like, food deliveries, they'd start tearing into my shit. Like, oh, well, he's willing to share his snacks with us. Surely he won't mind us breaking into his Burger King. Oh, I minded. Just when you motherfuckers peck your way in, take one bite of my burger, and then go, nah, bro, that ain't for me. He goes, well, ain't for me either, because there ain't no way I'm fucking risking whatever crazy diseases the urban birds here have. These streets are filthy. They're probably getting poked by fucking heroin needles. Dipping into people's fucking fentanyl stashes. These coked up birds, man, they're just going crazy. Like there's any coke in my city. Charlottetown's way too poor to have cocaine. It's pretty much all fent. Fuck, man. I tried long enough to, in my fucking 20s, to find LSD here. Seems fucking impossible. Oh, hello, little crabby. Is that a sheep that you are protecting? Would always. I don't think I can shear wild sheep anymore, though. I think since they added taming, the wild animals don't let you shear them anymore. Which, like, fair, I guess. But there's something so satisfying about running around just stripping all the neighborhood sheep. And you have to, like, know them or whatever. Hopefully not in the biblical sense. Alright, I think we're almost home. And then we'll actually set our bed as our spawn point. Holy shit. I can't believe I never slept. I definitely slept in my bed. I slept in that bed several times since going to that cave. Why in the world was that? Maybe it spawns to you to your closest bed. And not your, like, most recent bed. Maybe it considers every bed you build a viable spawn. And puts you to the closest. But that ignores portal networks. Oh, that's cool. My warps show up on the map, too. Okay. Well, we ripped up that sleeping bag, so it shouldn't be a problem. Now that we have a portal network starting to build out, we're not going to need other sleep points anyway. At least until we portal cap. Which... Does it show our current portal cap anywhere? Or do we have to literally just, like, puzzle it out based on the upgrades from the other world? The Heart of Orbis. Alright, I think when we crest this hill, we'll be not quite home, but what an awful walk of shame back after that death. Okay, so we respect cave Rexes now. If we're gonna fight them, we shouldn't dagger them down. We should sword them at least, so we can use our new shield. But I'm probably gonna be a little bow bitch. Hang out in the deepest part of that water, maybe. Pray to fuck that those things can't swim, or if they do, they're at least slower than I am. Please, bear. I really don't want to do this right now. Just want to get back to the fight that actually matters. But I can't exactly let the bear follow me home and rip through my animals, so... I did off-stream get onions and potatoes set up as well. Alright, put me in, coach. Alright, mister. Oh god, he follows me! I figured since he was a plant, he was gonna be, you know, fixed in place. Oh, I never made more food. Okay, we'll take it. Fucking poison. You camping all my shit? I mean, if you're just willing to let me fucking take you out from a range, oh god. Where'd that cave Rex go? Okay, he's still chilling. Oh god, I can't block when my stamina recharges. Yeah, into the depths. Wanna drown for me, big boy? Oh. Come on, big looty, big looty. Too heavy hide for all that work, brother. I guess I should have expected it, but fuck. Okay, let's not fight near the lava. Let's go enjoy a wonderful exploration of this magical-looking forest. Because this is for sure not what I was expecting when I came into a cave in the lava zone. Yo, is that a house? Is there civilization down here? Is this where the ancients went? I guess you could call this a paradise. Not for all the flesh-eating beasts running around. Yo, it's like a little fucking tiki bar. Was this originally a swim-up bar when the water level was a little higher? A little Copacabana. Oh, this is where we get bamboo logs? Mostly sticks at this point. Okay, hold on. This is a really dense forest. It's gonna be really hard to see things sneaking up on us. Whoa, Venus flytraps. Hell yeah. Oh, those are gonna be some sick decorations for the base. Oh, bamboo logs. Yes, please. Oh, I'll be taking those, alright. Oh, make it rain! Exactly 100. The fuck is that? And we're out of food. Aw, they don't give petals? Boo. Okay, we gotta get close to one of those pterodactyls. If I could have a second. I need memories of this place. Oh, was that an Archaeopteryx? My favorite dinosaur, even though I have no idea how to pronounce their name, actually. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Come on. Heal. Okay, these snapdragons are dangerous as hell. We're gonna need to make some anti-poison, methinks. Oh. Come to Poppy, my little feather friend. Let us make some memories together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is this close enough? Yay! Archaeopteryx, maybe? Whoa, you're a cool plant. Okay. We have to go make food. So let's get all this stuff back and get back to the portal ASAP. This place is absolutely stunning, and I can't wait to explore it to its fullest, but we do gotta preserve our lives. As fragile as they are. Yes please. Apparently these smell like shit, but I don't care. They look radical. Kinda want to build a house in that tree. I wonder if you build supporting blocks, if you could, like, chop out the stuff in the middle without killing all the edges. Things to think about. It's okay. Actually, you know what? I wasn't gonna kill you, but I do want to see what you drop, so... Okay, passive mobs that drop heavy hide. Useful. I don't want to make a habit of killing cute, friendly dinosaurs, but... And we kill so many bears around home anyway that heavy hide's never the stuff we're worried about, actually. If you were kiting, you'd be a little more in danger. Priority number 1 should be to find out if anything down here is tameable. Bringing home an actual, factual dinosaur. Games where you can tame dinosaurs are like top 3 genres for me. I have something like 900 hours in Ark Survival Evolved. Although I wonder how much of that was AFK at base imprinting on dinosaurs. Not an insignificant amount, but not even close to the majority. You die so weird. Alright, this might be stupid. I might die of poison while harvesting this, but... Correction, this is assuredly stupid. Something's gonna come gank me while I'm doing this, even if I do survive the poison. Inside, it's just so free. This is definitely where we're building our second base. Look at this place. That is a raptor, like 3 feet away from me. At least not getting ganked like I worried. I am the one who does the ganking. Just the vein that keeps on going. Come on. Let a motherfucker live in peace. One of these guys is gonna follow me back into my portal and tear my base apart. I can feel it. This is a really cool structure, seeing it from the bottom. I bet if I didn't harvest all the gold, you'd be able to see it just peeking over the lips. Just tempting you to build your way up to it. Alright, quick resupply before we continue our explorations. Nothing's coming through there, is it? Bamboo. For now, we'll just dump in our dump chests. Get this stuff cooking. Speaking of cooking. Okay, so what's limiting us from getting this armor upgrade? Sturdy chitin, and then essence for the weapon upgrades. That is very unfortunate. let's make 20 meat skewers. Well, let's cook. I'm gonna grab some Wawa. Oh my god. It's been like 6 hours since my last meal, and I'm still crazy over full. So I went to KFC at like, I don't know, 12:20 at night, 40 minutes before they closed, and I got there, and I asked for just a chicken sandwich, and they were like, ooh, sorry, it's too close to close, we're not cooking anymore. I'm like, 40 minutes? But like, okay, sure, whatever. So they were like, okay, listen. If you order a 3-piece chicken, we'll just give you whatever else we got. And I was thinking, like, okay, they're probably gonna be like 4 or 5 pieces of chicken, sure. I got home and they gave me fucking 8 pieces. And, like, I don't waste food. So, of course, I ate all 8 pieces of chicken. And, like, it stopped feeling good around piece number 5. But, you know, we don't food waste in this house. So I slammed 8 pieces of KFC chicken and a medium fries. And I've just been sitting here feeling like a fucking absolute wreck ever since. I gotta say, I've been... What? Where have you been? Where did you go? Why are you back? I mean, I'm glad, but... You little weirdo. Okay, let's grab a piece of corn. The baby's still missing. So that sucks, but... What the hell? Welcome to the family. Make eggs. Where is your son? What did you do to your child? You ate him, didn't you? I don't feed you for like 6 hours and you resort to cannibalism? Little monsters. Alright. I guess we can recycle some of this shitty. I guess we'll hold on to this in case we need to set up a return point. Are you guys out of fuel or out of work to do? Back to it then. I gotta say, as someone who mostly eats, like, the boneless chicken at KFC, I haven't understood why people are saying that KFC has been, like, going down in quality over the years. But having actually eaten some of their fried chicken, like their whole pieces, man, KFC has gone downhill over the years. Holy shit, man. The skin wasn't, like, on the chicken. It was all at the bottom of the box. All the breading fell off, like, the second you put any pressure on the meat. Basically didn't exist. And the meat itself was, like, tough, and, like, I didn't taste no herbs and spices. Their chicken tenders are still absolutely fucking fire, though. And their sandwiches, oh my god, smaller than they used to be, but still mighty fine. It's just the original recipe seasoned chicken, missed that shit. Even getting 8 pieces for the price of 3, I felt ripped off. Oh my god, this tree comes pre-housed? What the hell? I picked some flowers and a huge chunk of the tree fell off? banyan log. I can't believe those were load-bearing flowers. Cute. I wonder if this is where the ancient forest civilization used to look out over their domain. I'll bring this chair home. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a load-bearing chair? Half the tree was held up by that chair. Why is there so much, like, buildings down here? I'm seeing no sign of a living thing that isn't a flesh-rending dinosaur. But yet there's all this fucking wood furniture in perfectly good repair. What the fuck? Stupid rhino toads. I was about to meet a new cool kind of dinosaur. Ah, yes. A croaking cephalosaurus. Actually, though, where the brontosaurus is at? Where the Pachyodextrix is at? Pachyorhynchus? What are they called? Yo! Hook me up. Even comes with a little hatch in and out. What the hell? Why is this so cute? Hold on. I want all this. This is a cute little furniture set that I could put on my deck. Everything's crumbling apart real quick, though. Feels like everything I touch, a bunch of pieces explode off. Okay, we gotta try and get some of those vines, right? Oh, what kind of log is this? Is this a banyan? Ah, it just sticks, boo. Alright. If we see any more bamboo, we'll chop it up. I'm not super interested in the banyan trees. Well, actually, hold on. Are they a tropical log? No, they're a softwood. This is the only tropical wood, I guess. I do like how the bamboo trees don't go under the ground. Make it rain, baby. Alright, how are we doing in the term of the memories? We got 18 memories stored away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We found 6 animals in this new biome. There's gotta be more than that, right? Gotta be some kind of triceratopses? Ooh. Bushy. Do you give leaves? You don't. I really don't like how tall the grass is down here. It's scary as shit. I feel like I can walk into a pack of dinosaurs or evil snap vines at a moment's notice. I didn't even need the bush to not notice that motherfucker. I'm just old-fashioned blind sometimes. Where'd that other one go? They should be real easy to notice considering the light source they got fucking stapled to their foreheads, and yet... all these glowing crystals down here, I guess. Okay. Good plentiful source of yellow. I really gotta get myself to one of those stalactites too, and see if that's all blue crystal up there. Are those stalactites or stalagmites? I really don't want to just block my way up there. One of these days I'm going to encounter more than 2 of these at once. I'm going to be cooked. And again, they drop pretty quick. What kind of wood are you? A blue fig. Type of redwood. Weird. It's blue. How is it a red wood? I guess the fig is blue, but the wood is red. It figures. Okay. We'll cut in a couple more bamboos. I can see myself making a lot of bamboo furniture in my near future. Although it would kind of suck to make it locally extinct, so let's chill a little bit. Surely 2.5 stacks is enough. I must remember my druidic ways. Take not from nature more than it can afford to lose. And my helmet broke. That's a huge loss to my protection. I don't have any repair kits left either. Maybe I should go back to exploring the desert until I can upgrade my armor. I think I only need like 14 more chitin. But it's so exciting down here. There's so many new mysterious creatures to meet. I mean, it does seem to just be a lot of the same, though. Okay, let's hug this north wall on the way back, see if we can find anything new. But also head roughly back towards the portal. If I could get back to the surface, I guess I could get back to the desert that way, too. But I think rather than trying to find a way out of this cave, it'd be faster just to teleport home and walk back to the desert. Oh my god. Now that I'm down here, I feel like thorium's the most plentiful metal in the whole damn game. Okay, goal for the end of this stream. Full set of thorium gear. And then next stream, we'll start playing with the other worlds. We'll teleport to some of the other realms. And then that'll probably be the end of our Hytale adventures until further updates come out. And I can use this slot to play some Stalker or something. Oh god. Oh. Well, there's an RPG I want to start soon. And if I gotta fucking message the Monster Crown developers, man. They told me 4 days ago that when they got back to their computer, they were gonna send me a demo key. And they just kind of haven't messaged me since. They've been making all kinds of posts on Twitter. I don't know if they're going to give me permission to stream it, mind you. That might be something I just do on my own. Because I certainly don't want to throw away the company's goodwill by breaking any kind of embargoes or anything. But it'd be really nice to get into the Monster Crown beta. Could start prepping some content for release day. Maybe do some like tier lists and stuff right for launch. Get a nice little boost from theory crafters to my channel. And plus, I'm just super interested in the game. Despite all the problems that the first Monster Crown had, I still made it to the end of the story. God damn it. My pickaxe broke. I'll just make a new one. Into the scrapper you go. Nah. The fuck is that noise? Who's disrupting the peace of my base? I hope that's not sounds of all my cool fucking pets getting slaughtered out there. I guess it's possible that dinosaurs could wander through my portal here, huh? Alright, where's that most recent death at? Pretty far over that way by the looks of things. Probably should have paid more attention to the drop screen to see if this was even worth going back to. All the logs and shit I'm getting just running in a straight line. Jesus. I left a trail of destruction in my wake, apparently. I was not going even remotely towards the portal when I died, huh? Okay, no, I was looping into this structure and then I was going to start coming back this way, okay. Yeah. Stupid, ugly plants. I hit all 3 shots of that and you're still going? Brother. Okay. Lost a lot of meat stacks when I went down. Yo, are you the decorated bamboo block? You look sick. Make a cool TT totem pole. Oh, they use a Quebec lantern in the structure. A little combination of styles. How do they do these little, like... Oh, I guess it's just ropes play sideways. Neat. I could make a pretty decent looking rope bridge, probably. I guess that's kind of what this is, flavor-wise. If I just cut each side while the middle ones fall away. I don't know if rope is craftable. I haven't found a way to make it. Are you like a bamboo slab? Tropical wood half slab. Nice. I like the texturing in it. It's really cool. It doesn't look like a log. It's like, Those ventricles, is that what the channels inside plants are called? No, ventricles are the cavities in humans. What are tubes in plants called? Xylem and phloem. What are they called in celery specifically? Okay, those are the xylems, okay. Man, it's been way too long since my education. Whoa! Yo, are these the tropical roof tiles? Those look sick. Instead of like the hay that the lightwood has, the crude looking. It's got this sick living grass look to it. A planter? I hardly, etc., etc. You never finished your house here, boys. Or maybe it collapsed on you, who knows. I wonder if I, like, dug it all out, would, like, the room have, like... I'm not going to do that, because it's a lot of time for no reason. Okay, that's just a bamboo log. But now it's not going to be the same color when I put it back, huh? I wonder if there's a way to make it that color, or if I just fuck this up forever. Bamboo window. Oh, I actually really, really like these windows. My big problem with this game is, like, a lot of the nicer looking windows you can't see out of. Like, the tavern windows are by far the nicest looking, and they're completely opaque. These are a nice little equal point. A little splash of color, a cool little design, but also completely viewable. Alright, I want to spend, like, a lot more time down here. But I also feel like I don't really have the equipment to be here. Because, like, if I run into a cave Rex, I'm just dead. So what I think I should do is I should go up to the desert, farm up a bunch of shadow essence and hide, chitin, and then I gotta spend a little bit of time in the snow biome gathering essences of ice. And then after I get a nice set of thorium equipment, I should have no problem coming down here and just tearing ass through this place. Okay, before I leave, though, let's build ourselves up to some of this blue stuff. I think that's literally all whole sapphires up there, actually. Don't mind me just getting distracted by every little thing. Mind you, every little thing being the most valuable metal in the game, but... Oh my god. Thought I was out, but it just keeps going. Oh my god, does it ever. Every time I think I'm done, they just pull me back in. There's even more over there, Jesus. Oh my god, the vein just keeps going. It's a good problem to have, but oi. Alright, this is a pretty shallow pool, I considered. It did give me the option to retire when the crisis ended, yeah. And I debated doing it, but it was like an hour into the stream, and I was like, well, we can't just end our whole thing an hour into the stream. That'd be crazy. So I committed to doing a second crisis. This is, in fact, all blue crystal. We're going to need this to grow a bunch of Azor, so we're going to have to harvest this whole thing. Okay, we're over water, so we can be pretty risky up here. We can play it dangerous. Why, did you just finish an endgame crisis? I guess that's the Noble War done with. Did you participate much, or did the nobles just kind of destroy each other and let you have credit? I hear that's a way a lot of those noble crises. Ooh, you're starting to feel brave, you're starting to feel bold. In a battle. Well, you basically did the whole war on yourself. One single battle. What a hero. What a legend. Alright, how do I want to path over there? I don't really have a ton of blocks on me. I could Banyan, I guess, but... Okay. Listen, I don't mean to discount the hard work you put into that noble fight. I just think it's really funny how the noble battle and game crisis can literally just fizzle itself out. I had to kill so many Necro Savants to get that undead crisis over with. And the Noble Crisis is just like, yeah, we killed each other. Congratulations, you're a winner. Would you like to retire? Hey, raid these guys in 5 days and come back. It's a 6-day trip to get there. Setting you up for failure, man. They didn't even want to pay you. That's what it comes down to. Never trust a noble. Alright, let's build like a little bit of a floor here. Oh, I was hoping some of these were going to be whole sapphires. Boo. There's gonna be a lot of this shit in the floor when I'm done. Okay, well, it's not whole sapphires. I'm not that interested. Whee! Oh my god, look at all the loot over there. When it rains, etc. I wish you were a novel reader for ReZero so I could talk to you about the latest chapters. But I guess that would also leave spoiler bombs in the VODs for anyone watching them. Who's your favorite member of the Royal Selection? I think I remember you being a Crush fan, right? She is the most goth mommy-coded of all the girls, even though she's, you know, technically not. Ugh. I mean, objectively not. No. I didn't know she had a drinking problem, to be honest. That must be side story material. The last few chapters have just been Gary Crush heavy. We got some big lore bombs about her. We got some good Ferris drama. We got some tight, like, main story implications from current happenings. There's just some good-ass political drama coming in at this point, and Crush is at the center of it. I'm going to die. I think. Oh, I know if I cram food, I'll survive. Okay. I think I caught your interest. You weren't here for the Petra hype, but the Crush hype. Good to know, good to know. I really don't want to fuck with that Rex. I mean, I want to, but I shouldn't. And I won't. No, don't poison me again, please, for the love of fuck. We're just cursed to forever be at the last 5% of our health, bros. It's just not fair. Oh, who's spoiling you, man? Oh, God. Fire boys. Me, I'm spoiling me. And now there's spoilers on the screen of my chat, too. Ah. It's just really cool, the implications of the Shenron Church getting involved in situations. We only really ever heard of them in the game. And in fact, they're adapting... Okay, this is what I will say. Because Tappei's definitely fucking with us here. They're taking a lot of the characters from the latest game that were game-specific, and he's inserting them into the main story. And it almost kind of looks like he's for one ripping off the story of the game, but in the context of the current events rather than in Arc 3 events. I think it's like a really interesting way to like fuck with our expectations. Because everything's just like subtly different enough that we kind of feel like, is he gonna just adapt the game one for one, or is this like some kind of master plan to trick us? Because like Melty isn't in the current arc, but literally every one of the supporting characters around Melty from the game is. Like Sakura's in it. The fucking green-haired guy from the church is in it. It's just been super interesting. Alright, we need more twigs. I just really like the idea of, like, taking events from a non-canon game and making them, like, a really important part of the main story arc. Just to, like, put fan expectations in their head. Like, oh boy, is this him making the games canon? No. It's weirder than that. Because Tappei don't do things in the way you'd expect. Or Tappei, I guess how you'd pronounce it. Doesn't do things the way you'd expect him to do them. Jesus Christ, we got a lot of leather cooking. Alright, so we need 11 Ice Essence, 7 Shadow Essence, and 13 Sturdy Chitin. And then are we gonna need more Sturdy Chitin to actually make the gear, or... No, Heavy Leather does the job. Oh shit, if we get those materials, I think we can just flat out make the full set. Hold on. 15 plus 28 is 43. 55. 77. Oh shit. 85. And then we gotta make some daggers and a longsword, probably. Okay, I don't think we're gonna be able to make both weapons, but I think we can make a whole set of armor plus a weapon. Alright, we gotta get this little bit of material. Let's drop the loot off and get to going. Yoink. Alright, I guess we can just dip into the ice biome right here and kill some frozen skeletons. Hello, friends. Kinda tempted to murder that turtle because I know he drops the good chitin, but Armadillo does too. I really gotta build walls around this base and set them free from that little pen. I wish there was a way to earn all their trust, though, so I didn't scare them around. I don't want them running around in my base every time I walk through. Alright, we gotta look for places where frozen skeletons spawn. We could go underground, but I think I'd rather just hit up points of interest that one spawns outlanders, but I think this one spawns skeletons. Well, like I say, I've been running into a lot of the ice skeletons just in my regular, like, emerald forest biomes. Oh, that's an ice skeleton right there. 2 for the price of 1. I should have made a repair kit. I'm probably going to break my daggers at some point in this journey. I don't know. Once we get the 11 ice stuff, and before we go get the chitin, we'll repair our tools. That'll probably be the last repair these daggers get. Put you on the bar so I can see my progress. Yo! Keep them coming, boys. Now that I know there's gold blocks, I'm a little tempted to harvest all that, but... And if it gets dark, we won't make it light, because... How many arrows do I got? Before we go hunting chitin, we're gonna need to, like, go back up to, like, 200 arrows, methinks. Probably pick out a new bow. This one's getting pretty weak. I think we've done 3 full repairs of this bow now. Started off with like 84 durability. It was 8 a repair. Little hand swap action there. I guess I could just drink my water left-handed, but... Oh, I guess this didn't spawn skeletons. I don't think I've been to this one before, actually. These houses don't look familiar. Yo, you want to drop a bow for me, huh? I think you are the guys that gave me this bow. Okay, okay. What? I just get backstabbed by a skeleton right out when I thought the fight was over? Brother. Oh, there goes all my gear. Alright, alright. Cobalt daggers, iron helmet, iron greaves, iron gauntlets. At least I was close to home for this one. When we go to the desert, we'll have to lay our sleeping bag down inside of the, probably inside of that little fucking cavern I made harvesting all the clay for my house. We got no business, you and I, Mr. Snake. Don't you block me? It's a player-coded activity. Alright, where all my shiz at? We should probably get an extra bit of ice essence too, so that... Nah, I can farm the portal gems off stream, and then next stream I can just fucking jump right in when the portal hop in action. Will be Tales of Planeswalking on the next stream. We'll make at least one crystal for every teleport realm. Probably a few more just to really check out the world generation and those extra shards or whatever. Oh shit, we're actually really close to our established goal. Well, hello there. And the best part, if I'm in full thorium armor, then we're going to be able to skip cobalt armor, and that means I can use all my cobalt to make tools. Not to be so precious about this pickaxe, although I've probably lost 40% durability on this thing today alone, just dying. So really, I might as well be swinging it all the time if I'm breaking it, just getting my shit rocked anyway. At least then I would enjoy it while I damage it. You're a regular skeleton, I got no beef with you. Okay. I saw one of these armored wolves before, but I don't think I ever got their memories. Mostly because they always spawn on top of these stupid little platforms. But this one looks mountable. Mantleable. A snow leopard? Face me on the field of battle. On my preferred field of battle, being the ground. That's right. Even in your realm, I rule. Oh god, it's slidey as hell up here. This is how you take a bunch of stupid fall damage. He was just aura farming you? I mean, it's not hard for a cat to aura farm. It's kind of built into their nature. That's why they like high spots so much. They feel cinematic as fuck looking down upon those ground walkers. Oh, you're a cow. I thought you were a baby moose, and I was gonna run up and snag you in my box. When I was living with 7 roommates in a 4-bedroom townhouse, we had this cat called Jagger. And his thing was that he would climb up onto the tiny little trim on the top of doorways, and he would, like, balance, standing diagonal on them. Just fucking gripped in with his toes, ready to fucking drop on you when you walked through the doorway. I don't know how he held on there, but he could hold on there for, like, tens of minutes waiting for someone to come by. And, you know, usually didn't take quite that long, because we were, you know, 8 people in a 4-bedroom, but... I guess we were 9 by the end of it, because... Oh, God. I had my own bedroom. There was the girl across the hall from me living in there with her boyfriend. Next to them was my buddy, Riley, who is currently developing a game that I've played the demo of on stream before. There was the French dude that was twice all of our ages. And then we had one friend living on our couch who got kicked out of home because he was never home enough. And then we had 2 people living in our porch. So that was me, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, it was 8. It's the craziest living situation I've ever had. And we had 1 bathroom between the 8 of us. Objectively a fucking nightmare. I don't know how we did it. We also had a single basin sink, which, like, if you don't own a dishwasher, having a single basin sink is probably the worst quality of life thing you could have. Because what would happen is after, like, 8 p.m., there would be a pile of dishes in the sink. So to use the sink, you would have to clean everyone's dishes. Even if you wanted to just get a glass of fucking water. What an ungodly nightmare. It came a point where just me and the French dude just started using paper plates for everything. Because there was just no way. There was just no way. Damn, this snow biome's fucking diverse. It was so funny how we ended up... Because me and Riley... I moved out at 17. He was like 2 or 3 years older than me. And he was already living with his brothers and fucking hating it. So I was like, hey man, well, I'm looking for a place. Do you want to find a place together? And he was like, dude, yes. So we found this townhouse, this 4-bedroom townhouse. We were like, shit, okay. There's 2 of us in this 4-bedroom house. We gotta find some people to live with us. So we asked this girl, who we had just met 2 days ago, to move in with us, and she said yes. So that was, like, psycho first from there. I don't know what the fuck was going through this lady's mind. And then we got to the place, we saw the place, we still only had the 3 of us. And then the French dude was already living there, and he was gonna start looking for another place. We were like, hold on. Do you want to just be our 4th roommate? And he was like, shit, that's easy, sure. So... Literally 2 of the people we moved into this situation with at first were just complete strangers. And then everyone else just started trickling in from there. Fuck. I guess we just gave, like, normal, trustworthy guy energy, but, like, I don't know, man. I couldn't imagine being, like, a 19-year-old girl being like, sure, I'll move in with this random 17 and 20-year-old guy. Oh my god, it kind of was a comedy situation in a lot of ways. I remember one night we played a Treasure Planet drinking game, and the game was anytime they say treasure, anytime they say planet, and anytime morphs. Which we did not realize was like a suicidal level of alcohol going into that, but... Fucking 40 minutes into the movie, we look over and French dude is completely passed out, and I didn't know this was a real thing that could happen. Did you ever see in an anime when someone's asleep and snoring and like the snot bubble is going? We saw, right in front of our eyes, a real-life anime snot bubble. It was pretty peak. one of the lady's friends was there, and we had to stop her from poking it with a pencil and popping it. She really wanted to burst his bubble. Quite literally. Oh, shit. Oh, I gotta make some distance. Gotta eat a food snack. A meat snack, meat snack, meat snack. Daggers out, daggers out. Nope, this is bow, this is bow. Oh, no, no, no. We can't miss the jump. Okay, okay. Whew. That living situation probably lasted 18 months before we all got tired of each other's shit and started moving out. Actually, the guy who was living in our porch in that living situation is my current roommate. I should have him on the channel sometime and see if he remembers any of the stories from that place. My memories are pretty spotty from that time. It was in that living situation that I started smoking just copious amounts of pot. I moved in there when I was 17. I started smoking when I was 18, and then I was a daily smoker for like 10 years. And like, I would say the first like 2 months of it, we were going through an ounce every 2 weeks, which is just an insane amount. For most of my time smoking, I was on like 0.3 grams a day, but living in that house, man. It just drove a man to fuck himself up. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I have to draw, we have to find a safe spot. I have to draw a diagram, because we did have one bathroom, but there was also a cursed toilet that no one ever used, but it was there. And I have to draw a diagram of how this stupid fucking landlord built this toilet, because there was no way anyone was using it. Okay. Alright, we got all the stuff we need. Let's head back. Let's kill these guys and head back to base. I gotta... Because, like, I literally can't describe it to you in, like, a way that will make sense. Because it doesn't make sense. Even seeing the visual, it's not gonna make sense. Because, like, it was just a corner of the living room, and he threw up some walls. Okay, hold on. Fuck it, I'm just gonna... briefly quit to main menu. I don't need paint.net. Regular paint will do the job. Full screen. Okay. Is the paint window visible? It's not. What's going on here? What are we doing here, OBS? Okay, what about paint.net? Will it show that? No. Is it because they're not, like, full screen? What if I... Is it F12? Or no? F11? Come on, OBS, you can do it. No? God damn it. How do streamers do this shit? What if I add a new scene? And the scene is display capture. And the capture method... my Asus monitor. Okay, perfect. So you would walk in, so like let's imagine that the living room is like this. There was a door here to the kitchen, a door here to go towards the stairs. This area was kind of divided. There was like a regular living room and then like a little... And then there was just like a doorway here. And like a big doorway here. And then there was a wall here. Staircase upstairs going this way. And then on this wall here, there was a window. And what this stupid fucking landlord did was he decided, hey, this place will sell better if there's another bathroom. So he put up a wall here to here, like cutting the window in half, and he just threw a single toilet in right here. No sink, just the toilet. So just, here's the living room, here's like another little den, here's the main like path through the apartment, there was a staircase here going downstairs to the like unfinished basement, and then there was just a single door here that you would open up and it was just a toilet inside. No sink, window completely exposed on the right side, like not even big enough for you to stretch your legs out. It was just it was objectively a fucking nightmare. And we all just kind of like looked at each other and we were like, yeah, we're not, no one's ever using that, right? No one's that's not happening. People would go outside to piss. They wouldn't even consider using the fucking cursed toilet. And we were like downtown Charlottetown. I mean, the building doesn't exist anymore, so I can say the actual address. Fuck it. It was 51 Chestnut Street in Charlottetown. I wonder if there's old Google Map pictures of this place, because it was like a rundown nightmare. It's all condos now. The landlord was literally just holding on to it until he could sell it to condo developers, and he was just renting it out. We were the last people to ever live there. Oh, man. It was actually a cool house. It was like, I'm not gonna say like historically important, but the house next door to it was a famous bootlegger. Like back during Prohibition here, the house next door is where everyone would go to drink. And so, because it was Prohibition times here, they had to make sure that they had a quick way to get the liquor out. So what would happen is, the cops, a lot of them drank there. So whenever the police were going to raid the bootlegger place, the cops would call them up. And the bootleggers would take all the liquor through an underground tunnel into the house that I lived in. So you would go into the basement, which I had to do a lot. The landlord let us run out of furnace oil like 4 or 5 times in the time we lived here. And I was the only one who knew how to bleed a furnace. So I would have to go in the basement and bleed the furnace every 2 months. And when I went down there, there was just a bricked up hole in the wall where the bootlegger used to run the liquor into our house. And it was very loosely bricked up. Like, I think with my bare hands, I could have tore into that shit and got into the neighbor's house. Just a little, probably like 20-foot tunnel connecting the house next door to the house I lived in. But you know, like, it's not historically important in the grand scheme of things, but it is like an interesting little bit of city flavor, you know? Fuck it. That's where the real history is in this kind of city. Sure, did more historically important things happen here? Yeah, like Canada got founded in this city or whatever the fuck. But it's just that bootlegger ingenuity, man. The things people did to get good and crunk. Hello, neighbors. Just walking by. I've never told stories about that house on this stream before. He has some wild memories from there. Because we were also a party house for a little while. Because we were right downtown in the city, a lot of people would walk by our house when coming home from the bars and stuff. So if we threw a party with, like, our friends, people would see it on their way by and just start wandering into our parties. I remember one day this fucking fire spinner showed up with, like, all his poi equipment. There's a bear in my pet pen! No! Oh, how many of my guys did he get? He got both of the cassowaries. He got all the deer, all the boar. No. That blows. Did he just spawn in here? That must have been the sound I was hearing before when I was in the house. He's been in here slaughtering my friends this whole time. I'm so sorry I didn't notice before, you guys. I went through so much work to get you, too. I'll have to make, like, a little portal structure up here so I can just easily dump guys in here. That's fucking devastating. I wish this game had some kind of, like, spawn blocking mechanics. Man. Like, it should, like, block spawns within a radius of my crafting tables or something. Is everyone okay over here? Where's the desert chicken? I guess it's night. Maybe he's inside the... This fucking guy. That's heartbreaking. It should do the wild meat before it does the pork. All my beef and pork is gone. Because I made all those meat skewers. Not from the street. It was on the side of the building, so you had to pull into the little driveway. But, like, anyone walking into the apartment could have seen into it. The landlord wasn't that psychotic. It was a big fucking window, though. Oh, let me see real quick if... One... No, all the Google Street View is updated now. Damn. I wonder if there's a way to get, like, historical Google Street Views. Old Google Street View. Okay, there is a little clock you can press. Hold on. Maybe I can find a picture of this fucking house. See more dates. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me get this open on a Google Chrome window. Because I am set up for internet capture. Okay. I don't know how my camera thing is set up here, so I'm not gonna... Right, so this is the house right here, and it was this window where the toilet was. So, like, the wall of the toilet came up to, like, this third of the window. So there was just, like, a wall right here. It wasn't even, like, flush with the window. There was, like, a gap that you could, like, fit your fist through to go in there. This was the porch. This little cold room back here is where my current roommate used to live. And then my room was, like, above it. I had a window where I could get out onto this little piece of roof right here. And I could just, like, sit on the roof and smoke on the roof. We had, like, a little front porch here that no one used. That would have been French dude's room. That would have been our one bathroom. And then there was, like, this tiny little alleyway. This is the bootlegger house. And then there was an underground tunnel going into our basement. And I remember one of the fucking parties we had, these two fucking creepy guys showed up and tried to lure a girl into this alleyway here. So we had to, like, literally chase them out and up the street to get rid of them. But, yeah. The absolutely fucked up living situation. Probably the weirdest situation I've ever been in. That was a pretty flattish roof, at least the part I could get on was. I mean, you should have been able to see it there. Were you able to see all that I just showed? I was going down here to get sticks. Like, it was a little bit of a sloped roof, but it was very easy to sit on. That's where I did, like, 50% of my smoking was on that little back roof. We didn't get, like, the top roof, just the roof of that little cold room. The top roof was pretty heavily sloped, because they have to be here. You need, like, a slope on your roof to keep the ice off. No, it was a pretty comfy little roof to chill on. I kind of miss having easy roof access. Okay, I got all the blue essence I need, so I just need some shadow essence now. And some chitin. So we'll start walking to the desert. We'll kill any shadow creatures we can find on the way. Probably way too many arrows, but whatever. Fuck, man. I wonder what happened to all the people I lived there with. I guess I could still contact pretty much all of them except for one of them. I don't have any way to contact the woman that we lived with, but basically everyone else is still available to me on Discord. I mean, hell, I'm helping one of the people that I lived with then beta test his game right now. He is making Forklift Certified on Steam. Wishlist it now, etc., etc. Oh god. Should reach out to some people and get some stories from that place to tell. Because again, I was a greened out blur for most of my time living there. I was actively failing out of pre-med and smoking way too much dope. Oh. The good old days, quote unquote. Working at a call center doing Apple tech support. Worrying too much about money to even consider my grades. And that was bad. Oh god. Worrying too much. I think I was paying like... I think our rent was $800. So when we were splitting it 4 ways, we were paying like $215 each, internet and everything in. And then by the time there was 8 of us living there, brother. Holy shit. If only I realized how good I had it then. Now we're paying $1,500 a month for a fucking tiny little 2-bedroom. Our power bill's $200 a month. Our internet bill's $100 a month. What's it even come to for each of us right now? Fucking... Rent expenses gone up fucking 6-fold in 10 years. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, I shouldn't have thought about that. Disgusting. Man, I was working like 46-hour weeks back then too. What the fuck did I do with all that money? I guess I bought every single Nintendo console that came out. Even the Wii U. Ain't nobody buying Wii U's. Although, okay, listen. I am the Wii U's biggest defender. I think people... Just because it wasn't popular doesn't mean it wasn't good. I think the Wii U is actually, like, low-key one of the best consoles we ever had, and it's maligned in modern discourse. Was the little handheld screen a gimmick? Yeah, but it was a good one. Dude, playing Wind Waker HD and having your maps and that little handheld screen was so peak. In the middle of a dungeon, you didn't have to fuck with any menus. If you wanted to look at the map, you just looked down. Oh yeah, give me a Void Heart, motherfucker. These are the guys that dropped the Void Hearts. I killed like 10 of them off stream and got 4 Void Hearts. I probably killed like 6 of them on stream before and got none. Yeah, give me your bits. I got none this time, too. Maybe I have the opposite of streamer luck. Wii U had a fucking goated library, too. I mean, like, Brawl was the worst Smash, don't get me wrong. But, like, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze fucking ruled. Galaxy 2, I think, was a Wii U title, but don't quote me on that. Was Kirby's Epic Yarn Wii or Wii U? Pretty sure Yoshi's Woolly World was... Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, fucking peak game. Oh my god. So many of the best Mario spin-offs just totally failed to get traction and get, like, real series. Of course he dropped a Void Heart right at the top of the... I'll defend the Wii U until the day I die. This is the hill I will die on. wasn't a void heart. It was just a... Drop rate of these things must be like 10% then. I must have just been really lucky off stream. Although my sample size isn't big enough to say that with any level of confidence. Okay, that's a burnt skeleton, I think. I don't really want to fuck with him very much. Let's just bypass all these boyos. Jesus, that filled up fast. Okay, so we just need the... I think we need 14 hide. Well, let's get like 30. Fucker. Just so that I can also make some of the scarab chests. Finish my chest collection. I guess I probably spent a lot of that money on pot now that I'm thinking about it. So that was back before it was legalized. We were paying street prices. Those were like $200 ounces. Ugh. Once they legalized that shit, I could get like fucking 7 grams for like 25 bucks. Make that shit last a whole month. Oh, is this a scarab hive? I see a lot of egus up there. I guess I walked by this while I was on Chicken Quest, huh? I don't see any real safe way to pop those and get the loot, if I'm being honest. I should have brought a bucket with me, I guess, so I could have water bucketed my way down there. As it stands, my only choice is to dig. We need like 3 or 4 high blocks to mantle our way in and out. Let's just dig in from the side, I guess. Oh, there's just a nice little hole. Alright. Give me the bits. Oh shit, he fights back. I was kind of hoping you die to fall damage, if I'm being honest. Fuck. Oh, I hope your parents aren't home. Okay, they're sleeping. Alright, put this on here so we can see how much progress we're making. Yeah, we got a sick crit there. No drops, really? Oh, God. Okay, we tear through with our cobalt daggers. Alright, I guess we just focus on the little grubs from the eggs. Seem to give the most consistent loot. Kind of fucked up to prioritize infanticide, but... Listen, I didn't develop the game. Oh, a bunch of y'all just died to the plants. Sick. I don't have to accept the moral responsibility for your deaths. We just let nature take its course. No, it's a broken egg. Oh, you're gonna fall right into that plant. No loot. Boo. I wonder if, like, the queen or whatever travels around laying the eggs in here, if they even have a queen. I guess I don't know if they're a eusocial race. Maybe they're fiercely independent hive-dwelling insects. Okay, we're very clearly out of the scarab part going over here. I wonder if I have to interact with the eggs or if I can shoot them open. Okay. That answers that question. I thought you were a boom shroom for a sec. Oh, I should have brought tomatoes with me when I came to the desert. Fuck, I could have tamed a camel. Damn it. I never think these things through. I just get so excited to go on my little adventures. I could have proudly ridden home, and it's not like I have a stable for him or anything, though. Probably just get murdered by a fucking bear. We only need 2 more chitin to finish our crafting, but might as well pop every single one of these damn eggs. These are the medium eggs. I don't want to see the little eggs. I wonder if the different size eggs are like different states of their development, or if there's like different castes of these insects. Shit, we're getting into the dangerous parts of this hive. No idea how I'm gonna get out. I lost track of the entrance chamber, like, 30 seconds after getting down here. Alright. Let's go pick fights with some grown adults. Pick on someone significantly larger than our own size. Crap. I'm not gonna say I have no regrets. To live is to regret, baby. That's how you know you're keeping on. Another thing I regret, how much I talk about infanticide on this channel now that I'm thinking about it. You gonna open up for me? Been a while since you've given me loot, little babies. Alright, alright. Good stuff. Okay, so we're gonna need... We've got 26 in the chest at home. We need 40 for the upgrade. And then we're gonna need another 12 for the... So we need to come on with at least 26 if I want to craft everything. We're still not done with our insecticide quite yet. It's a much better term than infant genocide, I gotta say. There's just something so, like, intelligent about their little faces. I don't know. They're not given stupid insect. They're kind of given sentient race that just kind of looks like this. Like the Nerubar, or the pre-Shaw mantid. I relate way too much of my life through World of Warcraft references. Oh, God. Another, as a Wii U defender, I also gotta step in and say Mists of Pandaria was the best WoW X-Pack of all time, and it's not even close. If you say Wrath of the Lich King, you're huffing paint. And I started playing during Wrath. I got all my nostalgia for Wrath. People just, like, looked at the pandas and were like, oh, I don't want to play a stupid panda. Worst expansion ever made, bro. It had the best legendary quest line, the cave quest line. It had the best daily quests, the mantid quests. The fucking way that the mantid quest line led up into the Siege of Orgrimmar raid. The way you, like, woke up all of the mantid, became their Wakener, and then they turned on you for the Siege of Orgrimmar raid. Fucking absolute peak. What was that fight called where you fought all of the Paragons of the Claxi? Was a fucking peak raid encounter. What the hell is this? This is like someone's root cellar. What the hell? Just a single iron ingot, huh? Wait, so if I place it down, is that how it looks? Okay, first of all. How come I can't place it down like how he had it? That's some bullshit. That looked cool as hell. Hello? Does someone live here? Thank you for the stuff, if so. And if not, prepare to get looted. Oh, I want carpets like this in my house. If someone does live here, he ain't home. Oh, that's a really cute idea. I should make a little fireplace like this. What are these little metal fences made of? Iron bars. I gotta try putting some metal into my, like, block maker. My decoration station. Oh my god, cute bed. Whoa, is this a... Oh, that's a really good idea. They took one of, like, the big tables and they, like, clipped it into the... Oh no, it's a simple wooden counter. Oh, that's a really nice looking desk. I was just complaining about the lack of desk blocks, but... I like how they, like, merged it in with the bookshelf, too. That's a really cute idea. We have tons of bookshelves at home, so we don't need to rob all this. I'm taking this bed, though. Way nicer than what I'm sleeping on. Okay, this is the table that I'm used to. Yeah, we've taken enough of your furniture. I will. These are kind of a bitch and a half to make, though, so... Wait, what are these? Painting canvases? Can I even make these? I really love the way they, like, slot... Oh, are these more of those wooden counters? Kind of put together to make shelves? That's cute. I mean, look, if no one lives here, then, like, it would be wasteful not to take everything. Look it. I feel like this is where a door should be. Oh, shit. Oh, roof cloth for carpeting. That's a great idea. I really love how the prefabs give you, like, cool ideas for how to use all the interesting different blocks that they have in the game. These are actually expensive to make because you have to give up, life essence. So we definitely take the planters. Whoa. Secret treasure room. Hello. This is probably the highest priority of everything here. We don't need the ladders. We don't need the planks. I guess I could put just on my Z-bar, even though I don't really need it. Got some good looting, friends. Let's get out of here. And a nice little convenient shot to the surface. Neat. So that connects to the scarab hives. Huh. Let's get all this precious loot home. How much did I say? I said I wanted 26, so perfect. We got everything we need. Absolute successful trip, everybody. Alright, let's keep our eyes peeled while we're walking through here, because we're looking for horses. Surely they spawn somewhere in this biome, but I ain't never seen them. So I always walk down this east coast. Let's walk up this west coast on the way home. I know the west coast is the worst coast, but it's 4:10 a.m. there. I can safely say that now, right? This ain't the time of day where we're gonna make enemies saying that. It doesn't matter. All of my viewers are in Europe anyway. Because I have a psychotic sleep schedule for a Westerner. Those are deer. I almost fucking pogged off. Well, I'm not carrying carrots, so I guess finding horses now would actually be a disappointment. This would immediately turn into a building stream if I found horses anyway, because I have to build like a full set of stables, a full bear-proofed environment. I should really just do that anyway. Especially after the tragedy of the pet pen. Rest in peace, my beautiful birds. don't know why you're not tameable anyway. You should be mountable, in fact. Although, my Hytale character's looking pretty squat. He's probably over the minimum weight. I think you have to be under 150 pounds to ride an ostrich. Hold on. Max weight to ride an ostrich. Yeah, wow. Many farms have a weight limit of 150 pounds, but the maximum weight typically ranges from 130 to 165. One of those goals in my life that I'll never be able to, ever be able to meet. If I were to get the absolute lightest that I could healthily be, I'd be 200 pounds. Oh, man. I'm even 15 pounds too heavy to ride the average horse. Boo. They try and keep horses 20% of the horse's body weight is what they allow you to ride them. So for an 1,100-pound horse, that'd be about 220. I weigh 235. Like, I could stand to lose about 30 pounds, but I really couldn't lose much more than that. If I got down to 200, I would look fucking gaunt. I'm not even tall, I'm just wide. I have, like, ridiculous shoulders. You can't tell because, like, proportionally my hair is really wide. Well, my shoulders are, like, 10% wider than some of my height should be. 10 to 20. Because I'm only 5'10". So, like, in theory, my healthy weight should be, like, 180 pounds. But just with how broad I am, I would be ridiculously thin at that weight. Well, let's go drop off some of our memories while we're passing by, I guess. No reason not to clear the journal. We're getting almost at half. It'd be nice to kind of get an idea of, like, what we're looking for anyway. Probably got a lot more lizards to get. You count as a bird? I mean, I can understand the Archaeopteryx, but even the pterodactyls? Okay, I gotta look up how to pronounce. They're literally my favorite dinosaur. Archaeopteryx. Pronunciation. Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx. I guess that makes sense. Archaeopteryx, okay. According to Google, at least. That fuck-ass AI voice that they have to... I don't think you could hear that because I have all my audio separated. I'm not fucking hooking up internet audio just for that one-click pronunciation, but... So I want to get into one of those towers sometime and see what they look like on the Inna. I don't know, the rope's with me. Damn it, I was gonna see if I could build a rope up from the ground up style. Okay, I can't get your loot, so I'm gonna bypass you. Man, it's been a while since I've been to Forgotten Temple. Oh, there's a Quebec tree in the back. Why have we never climbed that? Hey, bud, what are you selling today? Apple pie recipe. Restocks in 51 days? Brother. Alright, restore 19 memories. So we are 45 memories away from the last. Okay, so we get 1 extra teleporter, 2 extra teleporters, 4 extra teleporters, up to 6 extra teleporters. I don't know what the starting number is, though. And, like, is each connection 1 teleporter or each actual frame? Probably each actual frame, right? So we probably are going to cap out at, like, 12 teleporters. Holy shit, there's still this many undead left to get? Holy. We're done with Quebecs, we're done with Predators. Oh, we're done with Reptiles. It's all the dinosaurs? That's a little lame. Not even any Triceratopses or Stegosauruses or Spinos? Man. Still got 2 different kinds of Scarak to get. We got a ton of, where are the Farron at? We got 4 different Farrons to find. We got 5 birds left. 11 different livestock? I was gonna say, is everything in here tameable, but already, these guys aren't. This guy isn't. These guys aren't. A lot of this is, though. I wonder if everything in the memories is currently accessible in the game, or if they're just, like, leaving slots open, though. I guess those big things we found are lakes and not oceans. So these are all freshwater fish, huh? Like, is there a saltwater? Maybe that's what abyssal is supposed to represent. Interesting. I wonder if we're mostly going to find other stuff in, like, the other worlds we can travel to. Almost done with critters. Mostly just a lot of snakes, huh? Okay, between scorpions and snails. Alright, good stuff. So we're missing 45. Oh, the Cyclops trader. No, he's still here. Oh, you don't do any trades at all anymore. Boo. I know they took the sign trade out because it was confusing to people, but to replace it with nothing is a little disappointing. Alright, let's go home and store all our loot. And craft all our gear, I guess. Holy shit, it's time. Yeah. You're big mad that I dare come into your little hovel. Should I have backpack room? Do not. I have a feeling we're gonna need a lot of shards and stuff in our near future. I guess there's no reason to explore the dinosaur cave then if we've already tapped out in lizard types. It's a little disappointing. That place was cool as hell. Should we retrieve our teleport? No, because we're definitely going to build a house down there. I don't know what we'll do with it, other than enjoy the vibe. Though with no way to spawn block. Ugh. Might just be too hot an area to live. Pardon the unintended pun. Man, I can't believe Niku can ride an ostrich and I can't. Shit's fucked up. My Chocobo night dreams are crushed before they even began, really. Alright, new life goal. I gotta become an ostrich breeder. I gotta breed really fat, buff ostriches. So I can live out my ostrich night fantasies. It'll be like the Final Fantasy chocobo breeding, but IRL. Someday I'll have my golden ostrich, and it'll be glorious. There's a spider in my livestock pen. Is everyone accounted for? All the sheep are here, all the pigs are here. That's really upsetting that chicken just spawn in my fucking livestock pens. And the desert chicken's gone again. Hooray. God damn it. Shit's still bugged to fuck. An early access game, I shan't complain. That's what I knew I was signing up for, but Sam, dude. We'll decide to do all of this furniture off stream, I think. Developer? What the hell does that mean? We're not supposed to have access to it? I mean, you're the one who put it in that cave, brother. Don't know what to tell you. I gotta hit R and then T. We'll put this in the farming stuff chest. Put this in here too. These need to be cooked. This needs to be cooked. These go in the food chest. This needs to be cooked. This is which I do the cooking with. Okay. Sam, dude. Okay, upgrade. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Hell yeah. We ended up with a lot of adamantite, actually. We're going to be able to build a lot of stuff. Oh, hell yes. Oh, we are knighted up. Doesn't really fit the Druid vibe I was going for, but we might look cool enough to overlook it. Alright, alright. I mean, might as well craft a little bit of everything. Sheesh. kitted out. Was that a little wasteful? Sure, we're probably never going to use the axe or the hammer, but what else are we going to do? Make an adamantite hatchet? Please. Though, you know, now that I catch myself saying that, not really that expensive. We just need some shadow weave, so we kill some outlanders. Should be pretty simple with our new tools. So we now have 165 health and 40% damage reduction. Our light attack damage is also increased by 16%. Wonder if this shield is more efficient at blocking than the last set of equipment I had. We'll store all our old equipment, sure. Well, yeah, you never know when we're gonna lose everything. We can get rid of some of these scrap swords, surely. I guess we can vaguely call this farming equipment, right? We should be carrying these. Seems useful. Take a while to drink, but like... Alright, let's scrap some stuff. Power attack on the mace is the leap attack, right? Oh, no? Okay, the axe is the leap attack. The mace is just like a fucking side swipe. Okay, I'm kind of trashing the nature around my house testing this. I should be go trashing a bear or something. I don't want to let any void creatures spawn this close to home. Let's go take a nap and then go murder some outlanders. Test out our new kit. Get that shadow weave we need. How much shadow weave do we need, in fact? Need 23 shadow weave. Should we upgrade these furnaces too? What's it do when you upgrade one of them? Oh, the design changed. Do all the bench? I don't think these guys changed their designs when I upgraded them. Or if it was super subtle. I don't want to use all of my remaining copper. Oh, there we go. Now we have a little bit more remaining copper. I'm a little more willing. Yo, is stuff gonna cook faster now? Or is it just the extra slots? Yeah, here, let's cook these. Use this one. That feels a little bit faster to me, but maybe I'm just imagining it because I want it to be. These upgrade too, huh? I wonder if they get visibly better. Having the two side by side makes it a lot easier to tell. It would have been cool if this turns into the highest tier armor you can make. Like if it was iron, then it turned to cobalt, then it turned to adamant. Alright, sleep. I should have installed my new bed, but again, stuff to do off stream. And then I'll set up a little desk over here with like our little reading nook, put a map scroll on it. It's gonna be cute. I mean, I can't claim it's gonna be cute till it's done. And even then, that's like a subjective claim that I'm sure like lots of people could disagree with. I'm gonna do my best to make it cute. What's not cute, though, is all the violence I'm about to inflict on the Outlanders. Probably should have made some more meat snacks before going out, but you know what? Gear can carry me. A couple of Outlanders spawn up there by my neighbors, but I don't like fighting near them. I'm always really scared I'm going to hurt them in the process. Although... if I heard people talk about online about, I think they're called Quebec razor leaves. Apparently when the Quebecs are attacked, they spawn, like, a defensive unit. So I wonder if I should lure an enemy faction into attacking my neighbors, just so I can add them to my memories. Oh, actually, a polar bear is a great enemy to test my new kit on. You could, like, come down, that'd be great. Okay, our last bow did 23 damage fully charged. Okay, it's a little bit of a damage increase, I guess. I guess my arrows are still crude, but still. That was only, what, like a... I guess it's like a 40% damage increase, right? I guess I shouldn't complain about that. It's not nothing. I was hoping for, like, double damage, but, like, that was a pretty ridiculous expectation. Okay, so this usually did 29. Okay. That was 61. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, the daggers were an increase. Ain't no denying that. Well, it felt like he didn't, like, die that much faster proportionally. Everything's still going down the same number of hits, so, like... are they just tricking me with number go up? Okay, a lot of Outlanders spawn in this mine complex over here. I think I've been doing sweet spot damage, because I do remember that sometimes the jump attacks hit, like, 50s, sometimes hit the 29. So, look at all the goats on the roof. You silly little fellas. Jesus Christ. Just fucking one-tap that boy. Okay, my armor doesn't really do that much more in the way of defending me. I think we still gotta rely mostly on dagger tricks. But god, did the dagger tricks get stronger. What am I doing? Not testing my other weapons out. Alright. Yeah, that took a lot less stam. That took like half the stam it used to take. Oh god. Let's not immediately die in our fancy new armor, okay? Okay. Yep, boy. Okay, a little bit of delay on that. Okay, I do not like the hammer. Might be a little more sauce on the jump strike on the axe, but no, I don't really love just how far it takes me. The daggers feel a lot more, like, aimable. Yeah, we're gonna stick being a dagger and sword boy, me think. Being able to sword and board again is nice too, though. I can plunge with a lot more confidence into the depths of these holes. Oh, honestly, dagger's my beloved. Much rather play an evasive playstyle than a blocking playstyle. We'll save the blocking for, like, big boss fights like the Rex. Although, honestly, the armor reduction doesn't seem like enough for me to confidently fight those Rexes. I think that even in this full gear, those guys are just going to stay a challenge. Not something I should face with any casual intent. Okay, okay, hold on. We're seeing way bigger damage on these guys than we were seeing on the bears and stuff. Maybe bears just have some kind of, like, built-in natural armor or something. Holy shit, we icing these fools. How much shadow scrap did we need? We might have enough already. Temptation to rip up all these rails is hitting me pretty hard. I don't know if we'll ever actually build a rail system anywhere, but in theory. There's something about building infrastructure in this kind of game that really gets my fucking goat. Hey, they stole my fucking... I can't believe the developers of Hytale stole my idea on how I did lampposts. What the hell? It's almost like these posts were built... Ooh, this is a really good idea to do mine beams. I was thinking about doing something like this in my mind for decoration, but I was like, oh, well, but it's going to be too thick on the sides, but... Those beams are a nice little solution. Yeah, this looks nice, too. Okay, we have to leave this here as a bridge. I mean, I could easily jump that gap, but... Okay, we can get back up. We do not have enough food to play this sloppy a play style. That potion will help me keep going. I think this, like, cave prefab clipped with the mine prefab a little bit and fucked things up. Jesus. Probably fall and die if I try, though. I think it's worth it to ride the ostrich, dude. Sorry, I haven't glanced at chat in a while. I've been very enthralled with this cave, clearly. Supposedly, ostriches are pretty gentle mounts. I never got to, like, directly ride a horse. I've been on a lot of, like, horse-bound carriages and stuff. My grandpa had a horse named Misty. I used to ride her carriage a lot. I've never been directly, like, in the saddle, you know? Which is really weird. I was in 4-H and stuff as a kid. Do you think that would have been, like, the perfect kind of thing? Ooh! Oh, this is a mana potion, but energy signature potion. That's sick. Chug 3 of these down and fucking pop off. Ooh. They're different from the blue. I wonder if I use these to make these signature potions. I wonder if there's a way to, like, grow crystals. Now, hell yeah, dude. I don't know. I was gonna say might be cheaper than gas, but... I don't know, they're like 300-pound birds. I don't know about that one. See, the problem is, you only gotta feed a car when you're gonna go. You gotta feed the bird every day, whether you use it or not. You can't just be like, I'm not gonna ride the ostrich for a month, I can leave it in the garage. That's animal abuse. You're also in Europe. You have, like, real public transit and shit. Don't talk to me about transportation costs. You have trains, motherfucker. What I wouldn't give for a train. They tore up all the trains here, like, 3 years before I was born. We had a sick train line that went around the entire circumference of the island. And then right before I was born, they ripped up all the trains and replaced it with a hiking/biking trail. And, like, sure, you know, beautiful hiking trail, goes around the entire island, sounds really cool in theory. I don't want to spend my travel time outside, bro. I want to be in the cab of a smooth-ass train. I mean, honestly, what cars did to North America, I'll never forgive. We have cars now. Why would we ever want public transportation? I don't know. Do you like having an environment? Do you like having air that isn't fucking poisonous, bros? I'd sure love if the rain wasn't acid, thanks. Someone's catalytic converter fails, suddenly the car's spewing carbon monoxide directly into our fucking breathing supply. And I promise you, when they do our annual vehicle inspections here, ain't no one checking the cat. They're too busy being like, ooh, sorry, you have a dent in your bumper. Structurally unsound. You're gonna have to get $500 in bodywork before we can inspect your car. Ooh, what's this? Your brake pads are getting pretty worn. You measured it yourself, and it's still 10 millimeters above the limit? Well, you still, by the time next inspection comes around, it'll be like 1 millimeter below, though. So really, you gotta get it done right now. That you got new pads and rotors last year, and they usually take 3 years to wear. You know, you should still get them done because, like, we need to pay our guys, and it's been a pretty slow week. So we're just gonna lie to you about your pads and rotors being worn. Okay, okay. I've met a lot of grifter mechanics in my day, if you can't tell. Getting rid of my car was the best thing I ever did. I'm sure I regretted it a little bit during the storm days on my walk to work, but, like, I don't really. If we were a real place, we'd have 24-hour public transit, not our buses shutting down at fucking 10 p.m. and not starting up again until fucking 6:30 the next morning. It's heaven forbid someone leads a non-standard lifestyle. You could make the excuse that, like, the bus company needs to make money, but they already receive such a crazy fucking government subsidy anyway. Complaining they tore the railway while tearing someone's railway. You're not wrong. Listen, though, these guys are outlanders, okay? We don't care about them and their needs. I wasn't even considering the rank hypocrisy of what I was doing. Shit, caught in 4K. Nah, JK, I'm only in 1080p. YouTube allows streaming in 4K, but not at this latency, baby. If only I was as fast at reacting to the chat as the latency would allow for. I'm really good at some games. In Battle Brothers, I'm like fucking staring at the chat as the messages roll in. But something about this game keeps me fucking locked in. Snow bow. Why can't you drop that fucking rad bow? Way cooler than the fucking garbage the Outlanders are rocking. Alright, we need to find another source of Outlander stat. This castle was Outlanders, right? Because I was looking for snow guys before, and I was like, damn it, this castle's Outlanders, not... Yeah. I remember having that thought. I have a lot of thoughts, so... It's one of those games where you can just leave and do something else at any moment. Yeah. It's true, when I'm locked into intense action combat, I can't exactly be glancing. Although, I'd like to blame about 20% of my Hades deaths on my glance in the chat, not my rank and confidence. Although I did one-shot Typhon at the start of my last Hades 2 stream, so, with my least favorite weapon, too. Mind you, it's, like, probably the easiest weapon, because they're ranged wands, but it just feels like a fucking little slap fight. I did kind of get the dream with the Hestia build, though. Actually, the dream would have been the thing that makes the first hit do a lot of extra burn. I didn't get that, but I did get the fast-ticking burn, which is, like, 80% of the way to the dream. We're definitely using the Cobalt Axe now. I mean, we're getting Cobalt for Christ's sake. We can easily repair this axe later. In fact, I think we've only done one repair kit on it, so yeah, we can go through. Probably do like 4 more repair kits on it till we full out replace it. Even more. And when we replace it, it's going to be with a sick adamantite. We demand, tight. And we don't need all these death markers in the map anymore. We're out of range of most of the other ones, so we can't do nothing about them, but... We've got no food left, so we should be really careful about how we approach this. Not that it's going to stop me from trying, but... We just gotta show, like, you know, 5% more caution than we usually do. Although 5% more of none is still none. Maybe we'll go, like, 2x? Wait. Let's add a confidence in the amount of a flat number. Maybe even a full numeral. Immediately waste the dagger charge. They said that they were gonna change the behavior of the weapons so that they didn't waste their signature charge. Why didn't they do that in the most recent update? I feel like that should be a pretty simple change to implement now. Just, hey, make it so that it doesn't dump signature charge until you attack and generate signature charge with another weapon. Instead of just on weapon swap. Really aren't a lot of guys in these fucking castles compared to the mines, huh? The Outlanders, they yearn for the mines. I could glance at the chat while killing that bear, it ain't no problem. He's on such firm. There we go. Now I got a full set of charge going into this next encounter. Although, is this quartzite? It might just be marble. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's just marble. Yeah. Whatever, we can always use more marble. I want some quartzite to make some of those fancy desert chests with. Although I guess that probably means that quartzite's in the desert if I follow my logic through all the way there. Probably that's something we find out in the tundra for making desert chests with. Alright. And it's a skeleton fortress. Alright, let's head home. I think we got enough shadow scrap anyway for our current object. I like how the cobalt pickaxe and the iron pickaxe are exactly equal when hitting the regular stone. But there's a huge difference when hitting the metals. So I never really have to use anything above iron for chopping through regular walls. I can just keep the higher tier tools as specialty mining tools. Help them last a little longer. Because I'm pretty sure durability in this game only goes down when you finish the block off. So there isn't like in Minecraft, it's every single swing takes a durability. So the tools that mine faster, their inherent durability also lasts longer. But in this game, since it's per block harvested, there's actually not that big of a difference in like how long the tools last. Especially when their durability differences are so close to each other. I'm sorry, a mouflon lamb? So you're different than the apples. But you tame just like the kid does. Oh well. I'm stealing your kid, deal with it. Honestly, I might come back with an apple to take you to. What makes that different from a sheep? Oh well. That's really close to home. I wonder if these are shearables. I don't know why this tree is working and the rest aren't. I think it's about, like, a proximity to other stuff. I think you need a 3x3 space, but, like... How come these aren't blocking this tree, but they're blocking those trees? Do you fucking mind? You're spawning way too close to home. Welcome to the family. Don't really know what makes you different from a goat, but... I was gonna say, at least... Oh, you do have a goat friend to hang out with in here. Alright, you two. Be a family or whatever. Start a family, start a family, start the killing, start the killing. I can keep you fun and preserved forever with an apple to share with you forever. Cause I really always knew that my little crime would be cold. That's why I want your fuzzy butt behind. Oh yeah? Aw, you're not harvestable. What do you even exist for? Excuse me, I tamed you and I gave you an apple. What are you doing? He's still scared of me even though I tamed him. Maybe the game thinks he's a goat? Because I sure thought he was a goat. Alright, let's get rid of all this shit. we're pretty full up. I got distracted by Operation Mouflon here, but... Probably cycle the crops and everything, too. This was my desert chicken came back at some point. He probably escaped because of this thing. I thought that planting this would make it easier for them to be kept in here, but it being a staircase might be bugging everything out. I'll get that in just a sec, don't you worry. Let's place it up here so it can do its job tethering, but not be, like, in the way. There you go. We can imagine it, like, rains down every time. What are you mad for? What's your problem? Because you can't get to the food? I swear if you pick up the poop instead of the scraps. There we go, okay. I'm glad we didn't have to have a problem. I'm glad the shears don't dissolve like in the other game. Dissolve, wear, tear. R and then T, Alex. R and then T. But where does the N fit in? Wait. Ooh, I can fit 3 different things in here now. Anyway, let's put these over here. Put this over here. All good. 3 and 5 and 6. We probably have everything we need to upgrade one of these, but then we wouldn't be able to make the scarab chests. Which, like, do we want to do this? They're just going to be for decoration in the basement. We don't really have anything to store in them. Sandstone. Diamond. Marble. We should have enough marble to make these. We have to, like, convert the marble cobble into marble. Ooh. Okay, we can do this pretty easy. Because these are... Oh, we should check what the tropical wood stuff we can make is, too. So we have all of these, so this will be the first one that we don't have. We don't have the quartzite for that. We don't have the diamonds for that, but okay. Make 12 marble. One, two, three, four. And then deadwood planks. Deadwood, deadwood. Do we have any other kind of deadwood? It's left to do the job. So I'll make 12 of you into planks. And then 12 of you into planks. Irk. I mean, let's also just check out what we can do with you. Although I guess we had some of these already, so we probably saw, and I was just not membeing. Oh yeah, we've definitely seen all this before. I like those fences, though, like, a lot. Oh, the shelves with little cross beams are pretty cute, too. Okay. 12 planks. 12 planks. Furniture workbench. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do some extra plant chests. Oh, these ones don't make big chests together. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, so we'll, like, stick these in the corners as little villas. I mean, this just makes sense. Right, now I got a little piece of heaven stuck in my song. The most deranged. Stuck in my song, stuck in my head. The most deranged song of all time. It's a song, it's an Avenged Sevenfold song about a guy who gets into a fight with his girlfriend, murders her, and then, like, stitches her together into a corpse bride. Not the kind of wholesome stream content you come to the Alchin channel for, I'll tell you what. And I really always knew that my little cry would be cold. That's why I bought a heater for your thighs. And I know it's not your time, but bye-bye. And a word to the wise, when the fire dies, you think it's over, but it's just begun. 'Cause baby, don't cry, we fell apart, at least for the most part, baby. But everybody's gotta die sometimes, yeah. Heart, let's make a new start. Absolutely deranged. Oh god, I still have fucking loot in my inventory. My little prison pocket up there, hiding all my special shit. Called it his, huh? This is the furnace that makes the coal. This is the furnace that spends the coal. They're not equal. Alright. So we're all geared up. We're pretty much... What do we need to make the crystals for those portals? A lot of Essence of Ice, Essence of Fire, and Essence of Life. We're also going to need a bunch of ingots. So we could go to Wind Rider Valley right now, I think. But maybe I'll spend some time off-stream grinding out the Essences of Fire and Essences of Ice. Let's see how we're packing on the fire, actually. We're just out of range from our storage chest up there. We're actually pretty close to being like one of each portal key. We need 4 more of these. I think we're good in all the bars. Okay. 3.5 hours into this one. I'm probably going to be playing games with my D&D friends in a couple hours, so I'm going to need a break to... I was going to say eat, but I'm actually still completely full from all that fucking chicken. I guess the gym bros are right, man. Protein keeps you full. They're not right about a lot of things. Almost nobody is, like, under their protein requirements. The fact that these guys seem to think that, like, all your health problems will be solved with a little more protein is a little insane, but they're not wrong about it being insanely filling. Let's not risk durability on her, as much as I'd like that. We can just switch to this to shield block and then go crazy with our daggers. Ting! Ting 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 ting. That's quick enough to swap that, like, we don't really need to carry the sword. So next time we're gonna make off stream. I'm gonna make 2 or 3 keys for each of those worlds, and the next time we play, we're gonna spend the entire stream pretty much diving into these worlds and exploring the realms beyond. So look forward to that. Not even gonna try to claim what day this week that's gonna be, because tomorrow on Monday is probably gonna be Hades 2. Tuesday will be Battle Bros. Maybe Wednesday Hytale, but I might get tempted to do like a middle of the night. Who knows? We'll see. Until next time, I've been Alex Alchin Altoon. Thank you so much for coming out and enjoying my little Hytale adventures. I've been having a great time with this game, streaming it for you, chatting with Niku. We get a lot of lurkers for this series, and I appreciate all y'all spending the time, too, coming in and watching my silly little streams. Hope you enjoyed your ride with me. Hope you're enjoying this game. I hope you enjoy the channel enough in general to subscribe. You know, YouTube's... It's those first 1,000 subscribers are huge on YouTube. So if you haven't pressed that button yet, if you could do it, I'd be endlessly appreciative. And if not, you could just like the video or leave a comment down below. Any stuff to just help me, give me that little algorithm boost would be much appreciated. Until next time, thanks for coming on out. Hope to see you next time. Bye.